Welcome back at 7:43. The Louisiana Attorney General seat is open. Current State Attorney General Jeff Landry is right now running for governor. Now, 3 Republican candidates and 2 Democrats are vying for the seat.
The sheriffs want our help. The legislature is beginning to understand there's going to be a crime session right out the box.
I have personally led over the DAs and assisted the DAs in over 200 cases.
There is one thing, though, that I want to put a huge emphasis on. It's on the criminal division.
I don't like throwing people in jail if they're 16 or 17 for a life.
I stand before you as a fierce advocate for women in Louisiana, including the women's right to choose.
And that was Marty Maley, Liz Morrell, John Stefanski, Perry Terrebonne, and Lindsay Cheek. Again, all candidates running for Attorney General in Louisiana. Early voting is underway. The election takes place next weekend. Today, to break down what it is exactly an Attorney General in Louisiana controls in this state is Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Responti. Joe, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
So a crowded field there, and a lot of responsibility comes with the Attorney General position. But let's start with on the civil side. What responsibilities does an Attorney General in Louisiana have?
He is the attorney for the state of Louisiana. That means when the state of Louisiana is sued, he's the defense attorney. When when the state has to sue individuals, when a group like a pardon board or whatever group, like there's been some talk about that, he has to either defend that entity or appoint an attorney or attorneys to defend them if there's a conflict, if there's more than one defendant, let's say. So and the majority of what an attorney general does, people don't think they realize this, is on the civil side. And he's there to represent against federal constitutional issues, state statutes that the legislature comes up with that he can choose unilaterally to file suit against. And he doesn't have the approval of the governor, as we've seen, because he and John Bel Edwards have been disagreeing.
You mean the current Attorney General?
Right, the current when he was doing it. So what I'm saying is it's a pretty autonomous job, and the majority of it, I think the vast majority of it, is civil work.
I know a lot of people at home are probably they could be a little bit surprised to hear you say that, because a lot of the campaign ads that people are seeing right now for people running for Attorney General, there's a lot of focus on what's going to be done to fight crime in Louisiana.
Right.
Criminally speaking, or fighting crime speaking, what responsibility does Louisiana's Attorney General have?
Well, that's kind of a misnomer. And you get it, these people want to distinguish themselves. So they say, I'm a crime fighter. And they do prosecute cases. The Attorney General prosecutes cases, but he can't just, if somebody shoots somebody in Orleans Parish, the Attorney General can't just come in and say, I'm going to prosecute that case. In all 64 states, parishes, the district attorney has that job. And the only way the Attorney General comes in is if the district attorney asks him to.
If they recuse themselves?
They recuse themselves, and they can recuse themselves for a number of reasons. If there's I know the guy too well, and my daughter got charged with something, or anything like that. And sometimes even the Attorney General will say, well, I also may have a conflict, and at that point they'll appoint what's called a special prosecutor, which is just a lawyer on the street. Like I got done, they asked me to do that one time because I guess I had been a prosecutor before. But I'm saying the Attorney General does not have original jurisdiction, I don't know if that's the right term, to prosecute cases. He can only come in when he's asked to come in. And
that, like you said, has to be from the specific Attorney General, district
DA,
attorney
DA,
in one of the 64 parishes has to step back for whatever number of reasons.
Correct.
And ask. Step back and ask the Attorney General of the state to come in.
That is correct.
And do that role. So again, that's just kind of clarifying the two distinctions. Most of their role is civil.
Most of the role is civil, but believe me, I think there's 700 cases presently open. I just found out that the assistant attorney generals, and they go all around the state, and they prosecute the cases. They do a great job. They're just like a DA. When I have cases against them, it's just like going against the DA, except instead of having to go see Jason Williams or Paul Connick about an issue at the end, or you got to go see the attorney general.
All right. Well, Joe, thanks for clarifying that. We appreciate you this morning.
Thank you.